Burge, author of Tank Water. I'm here in my office today in Deepwater in the New South Wales, New England region to tell you a bit about where my debut novel came from, what the story's about, and a bit about me. Publishing a novel has been a very long-held dream of mine. It took me about 10 years to create Tank Water, but I've been writing all my life. About 12 years ago, I really applied myself to what it takes to make engaging fiction, and Tank Water is the result, plus plenty more in the pipeline. I've always wanted to write about the region that I came from, the New England district in far northern New South Wales. It's a beautiful rural heartland and Kamilaroi country. So with Tank Water, I was inspired by some old family stories and blended them with some very tough themes that have been appearing in the media in recent decades. One of the major themes in Tank Water is a search for the reasons behind a grisly death in a fictitious country town. With a body in the morgue and no apparent crime having been committed, the police decide that a suicide has taken place. Now, I'll admit that this theme is very common in crime and thriller fiction throughout the world. But in Australia in the past few decades, crimes like the one I've depicted in Tank Water have been re-examined and reopened. They're now known as gay hate crimes, and Tank Water tackles this very difficult subject head on. But there's more. Tank Water also explores a very tender coming-of-age love story. It deals with survivors' guilt in families who must dig very, very deep when it comes to accepting and loving the ones that are closest to them against the odds and against a great wave of discrimination and prejudice. Because Tank Water is set in a fictitious rural community, I really hope that city readers get a great idea of what it's like to live out here. It's a wonderful part of the world, the region where I was born, and it's not all doom and gloom, although it does come with challenges, and a lot of them are portrayed in this book. For those of us that live out here already, I'm sure you're going to have a few laughs because there's going to be some things that you'll recognise about life outside the cities. Now that Tank Water is out there, it's been fantastic to start receiving emails from people asking me about what else I've written in my career. Probably the most significant piece of writing I did prior to this novel was my debut memoir, Questionable Deeds. This was written and published during the marriage equality campaign in Australia and really lifts the lid on familial and institutional homophobia in this country, and it's being re-released in unison with my debut novel. I also published a collection of short stories, Closet His, Closet Hers. Now, readers of Tank Water will find many themes in an embryonic form in that collection, so have a look out for that too. Now, the reviews for Tank Water have been absolutely heartening. It's been described as confronting, raw and powerful, an unforgettable ride, and a beautifully written narrative. I mean, what more could a debut novelist such as myself expect? It's been fantastic, and I thank all the readers who've read it so far. I'd also like to thank Anna Solding, the editor at Midnight Sun Publishing, and the whole team that put it together. It's been absolutely fantastic working with an Australian publishing company that's been going now for 10 years. Check out their lists. They publish some amazing work. So see you out there, online or in person at a book event. It'd be wonderful to meet you, and please take a look at Tank Water.